Are you ready to start your board career? This is a typical question that I get asked a lot from various executives who would like to start their board career. And there's a couple of things I look for in terms of baseline experience, which I think is really important to consider. There is a trend towards younger executives coming through into the boardroom. We are looking for the next generation of board director talent, but that doesn't mean just anyone can come on down and secure a board seat. There is a baseline, if you like, of experience that we look for. In business executives, I typically look for executives who have served in the C-suite, if you like, have worked in the very senior levels of the business. They've probably had P&L responsibility. They've probably been a part and parcel of executing business strategy, dealing with operations, managing risks, and so on. So there is usually a level of experience that we expect to see, and people will have typically served in these roles 5 to 10 years before they start to embark on a board career. Now, for women, it can be slightly different. We will often look at talent that have served at executive director level, and they may not have served, quite as long as their male counterparts. I'll be frank with you, there is a demand for more women in the boardroom, and so it's not an easy pass because the reality is that there are fewer women serving in the C-suite than there are male counterparts, and so you have to make allowances when you're looking for good female talent to come into the boardroom. We do look for specialist skill sets. Boards appointments now have become extremely skill based. We're looking for certain experiences that can help enhance board decision making processes. So that could mean we're looking for IT experience, digital experience, cyber experience, marketing experience, human resources experience. So we will often now get a brief which is quite specific to a skill set that you normally wouldn't have appointed into a boardroom. The bulk of board director candidates they fall into two categories. They've usually got a legal or an accounting qualification. That is still the bulk, but it's come back. So, those appointments used to be about 80% of the board director market. Now it's probably about 60%. So there's a much bigger dynamic happening here where you're getting appointments from the HR discipline, the marketing discipline, the IT discipline, which is fabulous because in my opinion, what that does happen, what that creates is a different environment in the boardroom, different dynamics, different perspectives, different conversations, different questions get asked. And, that different dynamic can really make quite a good, difference to the quality of board director decision making. So it's definitely a different era, for board appointments. I've seen this evolve. I've been in the game now for 10 plus years, seeing all the different types of appointments, who's getting appointed, who's not getting appointed, and certainly that baseline of experience. So if you have been operating in very senior executive director or C-suite roles and you're thinking about starting your board career, start it early. Start it in your 40s. Start it in your early 50s. Don't leave it to your 60s or 70s to start a board career. We want that dynamic experience coming through into the boardroom. We do need the next generation of talent to step up, and we've got to give them a pathway to secure practical board seats which will enable them to build their experience, build their confidence, so that eventually we have a talent pool available for our top boards in the country that is going to be able to be tapped into and make a significant difference in the boardroom.